Welcome to the Nerd Rundown's NRDbox. I'm Darren Stemple.
I'm Eric Kerr.
And I'm Morgan Santo.
And on the NRDbox, we answer your questions that you have submitted to us via any way you can get it to us. We love answering these questions, right, guys?
Oh, yeah.
Jinx.
And this week's question, bit of a special week for us, I guess, or at least for me, as the man, the myth, the legend, my dad, Mr. Tom Stemple, has sent in a very good question. We've been talking a lot on this show about, or at least on this channel, about Apple TV and Apple TV Plus, I guess, whatever. Apple Plus is, I think it's Apple Plus.
Apple Plus, yeah.
Dominating the TV game right now, and they're actually not doing too bad on the movie side, but more so on the TV side. So my dad wants to know why we think Apple TV is winning the streaming game right now. I'll start with you, Morgan, as I think you said something earlier about your answer. So
Yeah.
I'd like to hear it.
So I feel like it's pretty simple as to why they're winning, because Apple Studios, everybody else went two different directions when planning. Everybody else said, hey, what can we do that everybody does not like? Everybody's going to hate it. That's all we want to produce. Tons of crap. Apple said, hey, what if we wrote something good? Something people care about. We don't have to dive into the stuff that everybody hates right now. Let's just write a great story. And that's what they did. And it turns out that's how you make successful TV shows and movies. You make a good story that people want to watch. Simple as that. Everybody else is just dropping the ball. They're going for quantity. Apple Plus is going for quality.
You trust quality, not quantity.
Okay, I do not disagree with you on that, and so I don't think that's my answer. But like I said, I don't disagree with you on that, Mark. Very, very good, very insightful.
You're so smart.
Eric,
So what series are we talking about here that's like the greatest of all time? Yeah, like all the good stuff. Like what? Give me an example, Morgan, of what at Apple Plus are you like?
Yeah, well, when I think of Apple Plus, I like to believe. And I believe in Ted Lasso.
Barbecue sauce.
That's pretty good.
Sure, it's a series from Saturday Night Live from quite a while ago that they adopted and made into a full show. But yeah, okay. And anything else?
Ted Lasso is the greatest thing ever.
I think you just gave
That's
the
all
answer.
I
your
mean.
only example.
That's exhibit A, B, C, D, E, and F.
Okay. Yeah,
That is probably the greatest show ever made.
I just wanted to prove that you really haven't seen shit on Apple Plus.
I've seen the important ones. That's all that matters.
See two. Great.
I
great
saw
work.
a little bit of the
Same
moon
time next week?
Russia.
All right.
You know this
I
stuff.
saw a little bit of the moon Russia thing.
What?
I think they did a good job. They have had quite a few series that done pretty well. I've only watched a couple episodes of
Mythic
Silo.
Quest is very good.
Mythic Quest will revolutionize the genre.
I have watched all of Ted Lasso.
Yep.
I didn't even hear what you said. I tuned
Don't worry.
Forget about it.
It was just another good Apple Plus show. It's called Mythic Quest. It's very good. I highly recommend it.
Yeah. Is it an actual show?
Yeah, it
They-
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They put
Yeah,
that
it's
up?
got Rob McElhenney in it, Mac from It's Always Sunny.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Hey,
That's the one you keep trying to get us to watch.
I do.
Silo's so far been pretty good. I'm only like 3 or 4 episodes into that. I haven't watched Shrinking. And then what's the other one that we just finished? Severance. I did watch Severance, and I don't know. I'm not sure. I think I expected more from it than it ended up being. So, but we'll see. Season 2 may surprise me, I guess, or whatever. So I don't know. I think they have a lot of clout. Apple has a lot of clout with people, especially in North America. I know that North American people love their Apple phones and like they're all that, but outside of America, majority of the world doesn't actually use Apple devices. But I think they have a lot of clout within Hollywood because of their success for all that stuff, like the Macs and all that stuff. They all get used by all the artists, and the phones are all, they love all that stuff.
Just
so
another reason we're number one, baby.
yeah. Yeah. Okay.
America.
Yeah.
America.
So I don't know. I think they hire good writing, and I think you're, despite your recommendation there, more, I don't want to agree with you, but I'm going to have to agree with you that I think they just have done a good job of picking stuff that tells really good stories. Now, I don't necessarily believe that they're winning the streaming wars. I think right now they're doing pretty well, but I think Netflix has put out a ton of really good stuff. I think Hulu puts out a lot of really good stuff. Amazon, for the most part, has done a pretty doggone good job of the TV shows that they put out as well. You know, they have The Marvelous Miss Maisel. You know, they have the
Reacher.
Jack Ryan, Reacher. I mean, they put out a lot of really good content as well.
Yeah,
I think, and then you have HBO, like the old, like who's the granddaddy of all this stuff is HBO. And I don't know if you can really call it streaming because like they just had that stuff way before streaming. They just had HBO.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you could call it Max.
It's just now you can stream it.
Yeah, now you can stream that stuff. So yeah. So I don't know. I think if you really kind of step back and say, okay, at this very moment, yes, I think Apple has a lot of really great products that they're putting out, but I think they're kind of take a step backwards and overall holistically look at everything. I mean, Amazon, just about everything Amazon's pumped out, with the exception of the Lord of the Rings stuff. And even that is arguably pretty doggone good. So.
Successful at minimum. Amazon Prime also, they've been around a little bit longer than people realize because they had stuff like Man in the High Castle, which was really good.
That Bosch show is supposed to be really great.
Was on for a long time, actually.
Yeah.
They had a lot of shows before really things started breaking off into streaming services. They've been around. I would say right now Apple is winning it. It's more of like a belt. Like it changes hands, you know. So, here's the thing about Apple's, they don't need it to be successful. If Apple Plus doesn't work, if it fails, they're still going to be a very, very successful company. And so they can take their time. They can invest in hiring the best people. Hats off to Apple. They have produced just about all my favorite stuff this year. So
like Apple shoots for awards when they make stuff.
Well, I would say they've done a fairly good job. I mean, Severance was up for show of the year. The morning show.
I know that
really
morning
great,
show.
Morning show
was really good.
The first season was really good. The second season,
Ted Lasso won some things.
I mean, Ted Lasso was one, and
Mythic Quest is really good.
You know, and Mr. Tom Stemple, my dad, highly recommends Invasion, which is also on Apple Plus.
You know,
I watched that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, we all were like, "Oh, we should." Watch
I forgot about it. Yeah,
at least the first season had Sam Neill in at least one episode because they did have him in the trailer.
Yeah, he was in the trailer.
You gotta love Sam Neill. So,
yeah. That's a good recommendation from Tom Stemple, from my dad. Thanks,
Put it
Dad.
in the queue.
Thank you,
Put
sir.
it in the queue.
All right, that's it for the Nerd Box this week. Send your questions in, like, subscribe, comment. Yeah, actually, that's the easiest place to leave a Nerd Box question is right here. In the comment section.
Argue with us.
Yeah.
Morgan's terrible. His opinion's awful.
I think we all agree. I'll fight you all. Let's go.
He's always our devil's advocate. All right, well, with that being said, we'll see you all on the Nerd Box.
See ya. Bye.
Deuces.
Oh, hey, one last thing. And I want everyone's eyes on me when I say this. Look at me.